We are live. Greetings and welcome from You Are the Miracle podcast. I am live. Greetings and welcome from You Are the Miracle podcast. Is not here with me tonight, but we've got some amazing guests to share with you. We got Miss Lori and Antonio, and they have a story for you tonight. It is all about a mother and son's miracle journey with autism. I'm going to go ahead and read to you Antonio's biography. He wrote this up for me just yesterday, and it's a wonderful piece of work. So let me just try to get it up here so I can see it. There we go. He wrote this up for, it's a wonderful piece of work. So let me just try to get. All right. It says, my name is Antonio. I am an artist, and art puts a smile on my face. Art has opened up many doors for me. I started doing art 1 year ago. I also enjoy writing. At one point in my life, it was difficult for me to express myself. So I took up writing to communicate myself. I feel with doing my artwork and writing, I have been able to express myself. And at the age of 5, I started singing with the radio. I also have done some talent shows when I was in high school. I also had an interest in playing when I was in high school. At age 23, at that point, I started taking lessons on YouTube. And I loved it. So then I started taking lessons with sweeter notes. So I could advance myself a little quicker. It's working out wonderful. Been doing it for 6 months. I am working on my goal of being on American Idol. My favorite pianist is Alicia Keys. I'm also an entrepreneur with every dot black. I have learned so much by taking this class. It's been a great inspiration. I also wanted to inform everyone that I have autism. Due to difficulties after my mom worked on protecting me from childhood diseases. I got this at 13 months old, but it does not define me by any means. I would like to share that my pastor, Adam Weber, wrote a book about me. The name of it is Love Has a Name by Adam Weber. Love Has a Name by Adam Weber. So here we are with Antonio and Ms. Lori, and we are so grateful to have you on the show tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. Well, I would love for you guys to share a little bit more about your story. We know you've been through a lot of challenges, and you guys just continue to prove that miracles happen every day.
Yes. When Antonio was 13 months old, he had the MMR shot and had a severe reaction to it. That's what started everything for him. But as he got older, he had to do a lot of therapies and learn a lot of different things in different ways than what we do because he has autism. But he's a go-getter, and he does not let that define him in any way. He's a wonderful artist. He started doing art at about 2 years ago, and he sold a lot of his artwork, and he has a lot of it to sell still. He does entrepreneur classes faithfully every week. And what else do you do?
And I ride my bike 5 miles a day.
Woo.
And he just
You
doesn't
did
let
a-
anything get him down.
You did a 5K marathon recently, didn't you?
You did and
You did a 5K marathon recently.
And I also did a 5K marathon recently too.
Awesome. Well, we do
Yes,
have
he keeps
some
very
of
busy.
your artwork
He
that
keeps
we
his
can
mind
share
going, and
here.
that's what you need to do. But
Artwork that we can share here. I love the picture of the turtle. He's got a lovely picture. Is that a pheasant that you did? I love the picture of the turtle. He's got. It seems like we are having some technical challenges tonight, folks, so I hope you're able to hear. But I would love to hear a little bit about
challenges tonight, folks.
What were some of the things that you were told, Lori, about Antonio early on, and what his capabilities were going to be as he grew older? His capabilities were going to be as he grew older.
we actually didn't know. The doctors, when this first all happened to him, all of his muscles deteriorated, and he ended up having a feeding tube because he was aspirating, and they did not give Antonio hope. They didn't think that he was going to make it, or if he did make it, that he'd never walk or talk or be able to feed himself or anything. I told the doctors that I wasn't going to take that for an answer. I said, this boy is going to do well, and I'm going to prove it to you. We got his feeding tube out. He started eating, and he's never stopped eating. Did lots of therapy. The therapist was always really happy to come to our home because Antonio would meet his goals every week. They were really surprised on how well Antonio did do and how hard he tried. So we had to get his muscles built up before he could ever walk again. So Antonio actually did the army crawling. He'd pull one arm and pull his whole body across the floor. That's how he started out. And it was amazing. And then after that, the first time he walked to Mom. And I got it on video. It was just amazing. And then after that, he just continued to do the therapies. He had a lot of therapy to do, but he always worked very hard. And I think the key is, that you need to stay in tune with your children. And I got down on the floor and learned those therapies. When the therapist wasn't there, I would do the therapy with Antonio at home. And I feel that brought him along faster than it would have if I wouldn't have continued it. And then I think you need to keep in contact with the doctors and make a good team. Not only the doctors, but the teachers as well. Because if you don't have that team and that support, then it's not going to go as well. Because kids with autism do not like changes. Changes are hard on them. So you just got to roll with it. And I guess I never wanted Antonio on so much medication that he couldn't think for himself. That was one of my big things. So I was really in contact with those doctors to make sure that wasn't going to happen. And it didn't. And I feel that's why he was able to move forward.
Now, did you homeschool them, or was he in regular school?
He he was in regular school, but I also did schoolwork with him at home. I always had Antonio one step ahead so that he didn't fall back. All of his teachers were just amazed with him. I kind of ran into a few that wasn't so great as that happens in life, but I set them straight and got them to where they needed to be. As a mom, the bear mama came out of me. But Antonio is a wonderful young man that has a lot of potential, and he will go far in his life. I know he will. If he sets his mind to whatever he wants to do, he does it. He taught himself how to play piano off of YouTube.
Wow.
And he's always loved to sing. He is taking singing lessons now as well as piano lessons. His goal is to go on American Idol. And that will happen. We will see that happen.
I believe that's possible.
And
I believe that's possible.
Yes. What do you got to say?
I'm good always, and I'm thankful to be alive today on this planet Earth.
Yes, he's doing very good. We have not got COVID or anything. We stay far away from that as we can, and we just keep plugging away. And Every Dot Black has done a lot for Antonio. They're very, very patient and got lots of good information. Antonio soaks all that in and takes notes, and he's very smart. He also wrote a book.
Tell us about the book.
Getting that published. He's working on.
Tell us about the book.
The book is about these two bunnies that I did a painting off of, and it's about where they go on this adventure to the rainforest, and where they see the lemur, and they named Joan Lemur, and they named it Rafiki, and that they go and do fun adventures with it.
And they're best buddies.
Very cool.
And everybody needs a best buddy.
Very cool. And I heard that you were planning on doing your own illustrations for the book.
Yes.
Good stuff. Well, you definitely need to keep us posted. Good stuff. Well, you definitely need to keep us posted.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Yes. But
oh.
I feel, as parents, that we always need to stay connected with our children and give them the support that they need and the guidance and do whatever we can for them.
Absolutely. And not give up. You guys have come over mountains, haven't you?
Diagnosed with autism.
Haven't you?
It's not.
Well, and we know that the autism diagnosis is becoming broader and broader out there. So hopefully you guys is becoming broader and broader out there. So in more places. So you guys can tell your story in more places.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Because he is a big inspiration. There was a time where Antonio wouldn't make eye contact with you. There was a time where he wouldn't even acknowledge you at all. You could say hi to him and he would just act like you weren't even there. He would line all of his trains up in a row. They had to be perfect. And If I would go in and bump one of them or the dog would, oh, he knew it. He absolutely let you know that you've done something. So there are different things, that Antonio had went through and we worked through with him. And he's on top of it. It's just and with God on our side, everything is possible.
Here, that your corner.
We're having difficulties. Sounds like.
Yeah.
You have anything to tell anybody? Something? Yeah, you have a poem but at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But you have anything that you want to tell anybody? Thank you for coming.
Just wanted to say a few. Thank you for coming, and I hope that we could help someone
That's going through the same stuff.
that's going through the same stuff.
And don't ever feel that you're alone, because there's lots of people that have lots of knowledge about this autism that can help you. But reach out. Don't feel that you can't, because you can.
Don't feel that you can't, because you can. And do your documentation and video.
That's very important, because if there's something going on with your child and you need to document every time something's going on, and you also need to video so that you can show your doctors what you're seeing at home. Because obviously none of us is Jesus, and sometimes it's hard to explain what's going on to the doctor. Also, do your own research. Get on the medical libraries and try to figure it out yourself. And that way there, when you go to the doctor, you have a better understanding of what's going on, and you can present to them what's going on.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's still going on with his show.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on one second. Y'all just don't go anywhere and just stay on.
Okay. Perfect. I can't hear you. Can I hear you?
Yeah, so don't be afraid to do your documentation, because that's very important. Hi, Mother Susa, and yes, you're so welcome for our advice.
Are you talking to someone?
Maggie and Mother Suzette.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Tell them you have a poem that you'd like to read.
And I also have a poem that I would like to read.
This is something you wrote.
And this is something that I wrote all by my own. And it says that we should always be proud of ourselves and always let our light shine. Be confident and have discipline. Be open-minded and productive and creative. We all have a purpose in this world, so let's live it to the fullest and always give God the glory. And that quote is by Antonio Humann.
Thank you, Antonio. You did a great job. And even though my internet has been a pain, you kept on going. The show went on. You kept on going. The show went on. Good job, my
Yes,
friend.
and a lot of people
Good job,
commented too.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to close this down for tonight, and we thank you all for coming and listening. And Antonio and Lori, keep doing what you're doing. The world needs more of you. Antonio and Lori, keep doing what you're doing. The world needs more of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Have a
God
blessed
bless you.
night.
And thank you for having us on.
And thank you for having us on.
Have a blessed night.
Okay, you too.